final ultimate political authority, sovereign.
In Malik, the word Malik means, I understand that it means absolute master or absolute sovereign. Sovereign.
Yes.
So we see that the people share the matters of the land with Allah.
How do they do?
For the time being, the government is established, and the God is not obvious. Apparently, God does not interfere in their matters. So, would you please explain this?
The fact is that Allah Himself has defined the word Malik Yawmiddin in the Holy Quran, and there the absolute mastery, which we have referred to, is said to be held at the Day of Judgment. And He Himself has declared that in this temporary phase of life, I'll give you a sort of mastery to judge you. If Allah had not given you a semblance of mastery over things here, it would have been impossible for you to come through any trial, because you will be completely helpless. Now, mastery is in everything, not only in property. Why do you limit it to the possession of lands or possession of wealth? Because mastery of Malik Yawmiddin is over everything, over your actions as well. So the true and the final definition of this mastery has been made in the Holy Quran itself, where it says, Yawma la tamliku nafsul li nafsin shay'a wal amru yawma idhin lillah. On the Day of Judgment, no soul would share anything, would possess anything whatsoever for itself or for anybody. La tamliku nafsul li nafsin shay'a. This is an absolute declaration which leaves no room for any exception. Neither a soul will possess anything for itself nor for any other soul. Wal amru yawma izin lillah, and all decisions will revert to Allah. That is the mastery of the Day of Judgment, as Holy Quran itself has explained. So that shows that prior to the Day of Judgment, we are made to share that mastery or exercise that mastery in our limited spheres. Because otherwise there could not have been any way of judging people's good acts from their bad acts, because everybody would be dispossessed of all will to do anything on himself, of himself. So that has been already witnessed in the creation of the angels. So where is the need for a Malak Salim then? If the mastery is to be possessed entirely by Allah, the angels are enough. No human being is to be created at all. Because whatever Allah would create, it would be without any volition of its own. Because no mastery. The result would be that instead of human beings, again angels would be created. So you can't conceive of any human beings without sharing some sort of mastery with their Lord. At His own behest, of course. After. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Kullu nafsin bima kasabat rahinatun illa ashab al-yamin.
Pardon? Yes, quite right. What is exactly that is agitating you in this regard?
That means that we are mortgaged with Allah. While
I know that. What is it you want to understand?
Rahinatun.
Yes.
Allah is the owner of our lives.
Yes.
So if His owner, He made us mortgage our lives, are mortgaged to Him, that is
exactly. This is the same question, in fact, in a different way.
That's how I asked.
What you are doing is you are answering Salim, in fact, not asking a new question. Because it is further explained, here in this verse, the relationship between man and God as master and servant is further explained. What sort of mastery is shared by human beings and to what extent? That has been explained. Kullu nafsim bima kasabat rahinatun. He is not the absolute owner of anything or any acts, even of any acts he does perform. The relationship is like you give something as mortgage and you remain the possessor while he exercises the rights of usage for a while. So the possessor can always take the mortgage back. So this is what Allah has explained in this verse, Kullu nafsim bima kasabat rahinatun illa ashabul yameen. Now this is a most beautiful exception. Ashabul yameen means those on the right side. Right side of what? No, not only that. This is a verse of very wide application. Right side also means the right side of Allah. You know, there is a wrong side and a right side in that sense. Left in the Holy Quran has been explained as the wrong side. Repeatedly this has been used. And the right stands as a symbol for the right in the sense of right or wrong. So in English we also say somebody is on the right side of someone, which means Allah's treatment to them would be different. They would be made a sort of owners because everything they do is according to the will of Allah. So they will not be brought to reckoning like ordinary people. There the reckoning would be hard and tough on them. That we gave you this for a while and you misappropriated things and you didn't discharge your responsibilities properly. That would be the sort of reckoning for every ordinary person. But those who have given everything for the sake of Allah, even their will, their best desires, and have completely got subjugated to the will of Allah, for there the reckoning would be a different type. And this is what the Holy Quran says, Illa ashabul yameen, except those who are my own, who are on my right side. They possess things with me as if they are mine and they are theirs. We are joint holders as if. So that is the greatest expression of love for the righteous, one of the greatest expressions of love which you find in the Holy Quran. This is witnessed in a very interesting anecdote. This is the same phenomena belonging to the Ranjit Singh, great Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Once he ordered the keeper of his stable not to give his favorite horse, which was very much loved by him, to anyone. So the keeper asked him, to none whatsoever? He said, to none, whoever he may be. So he said, all right, I will not. Now that horse was also the favorite of his son. So he went to the stable and asked for the horse. And the keeper said, no, it's impossible. Maharaja has forbidden. So he beat him up and took the horse by force and rode it and returned it to the stable. Now Maharaja Ranjit Singh was one of the greatest Sikh Maharajas. He was a man of principle, though illiterate, but a man of great learning and wisdom. And he was highly respected in the European states of those days. He had made his impression there too. The French, Napoleon also sent his emissaries to Maharaja. That is